Hey guys, it's Lisa and Jeff with Thrive Vans. We are so excited to show you this van. This is a van that is more tricked out than any other van that we've done before, so we're super excited.
This van seats 4 and sleeps 4. It's got a passenger seat that folds away when they're not using it. It's got a pop top on the top to sleep the grandkids.
A dinette with a convertible bed.
It's got a hydronic system with in-floor heat, on-demand hot water. It's got a 48-volt electrical system with secondary alternator charging.
It's got a shower. It's got a dinette that converts into a king-size bed.
And tons of exterior gear with a Van Compass suspension system, a CA-tuned bumper, a Warn winch, Baja design lights all the way around, and so much more.
So let's get into it.
All right.
So right here on the outside is this beautiful running board going down here made by Owl with Owl Talon wheels. So on the slider and the rear drawer, we've got the VANESSENTIAL bug screens. You can enclose these and not have the little natty bugs get at you. Right here are the controls for the electric Girard awning, which is located right there. Is that? We love the electric Girard awnings. It's just a press of a button. It comes out, it has lights, so it covers that sun, gives you nice shade, and no legs. We love that about it. Super easy to put out and in, which means you're going to use it a lot more. So our client has 2 grandkids that he wanted to take on travels with him. So he decided to do this beautiful Bellagio seat here. So the kids can sit here. This seat meets all federal safety standards. So they've got a nice little table here. They can play games together, have their laptops here, a beautiful window over here. This window slides open so you can see what's outside on the travels that their grandpa's going to take them on. And right here, there's a nice reading light for the kids. And when they're not traveling with the grandkids, this will fold away towards the window and they will have ample space to walk around. So they have their beautiful kitchen galley on this side. And because we had to shorten it up because of this seat right here, they decided to do a little bit of an extension on it. So we did a bamboo extension onto their kitchen so they have more space to prep food. And going in here, we've got a beautiful sink that is the gunmetal gray, which I love, with the black faucet. This bamboo piece right here is sitting on a bracket that is made by Tetravan, and it's called the Moab. We'll link to it in the description, but it is very sturdy, very secure, and we love it. Super easy to fold away, and it's held in by magnets. So safe and secure, doesn't rattle while you're driving. Love that part about it. So even though we had to shorten up the galley because of the extra seat, this beautiful galley has still lots of room to cook and to prep a meal. Our Corian, we love that. This gunmetal black sink is made by Torava. We love it. The black faucet. There's a separate faucet here for the UV filtered water. We like these inserts because now you can maximize your space. Right here is your true induction. So ready to go when you are to cook. Right above head here is your microwave, 3-in-1. This is an air fryer, a convection oven, and a microwave, all in one. So right here we have an outlet for the galley. We have a dimmer switch right here. The front one will dim those front lights, and the back will dim those back lights in the bunk area. So these are the pump and dump switches. The first one is for the pumping, and then he opted for 3 different water tanks underneath the van, and these are the dump switches for those. So underneath the sink in the galley, we've got plenty of room under here. With your UV water filter, we've got a fire extinguisher here. So lots of room for stuff in the kitchen. And then right here we have a organizer that goes in this drawer that keeps all of your remotes for your fans and your air conditioners. And then also we have a CR130, which is a great little refrigerator with a little bit of freezer right there for all your baby ice cream. Because we had to shorten the galley, we made this bank of drawers and this cupboard here. This top cupboard is for shirts, clothing items. And then we've got this bank of drawers that'll be nice they could use these for clothing items, but they could also use them for their kitchen items as well. They get a little deeper as they go down. So this right here is just a vent for their heater. These are all made out of white oak, beautiful Rubio monocoat over the top of them. It's just beautiful. I love them. Here is his shower. Love the striped Nautilus shower door. You'll notice on top here, he's got L-track. And this is because he wanted to hang heavy stuff. He's a fly fisherman, and so oftentimes you have wet gear that you want to hang up. Inside the shower, we put another piece of L-track for him to hang wet gear. We also put a laundry line right here for wet bathing suits. So he chose this beautiful Carrara marble for the inside, made by Palisades. We've got the beautiful Laveo dry flush, which we love. Underneath the Laveo dry flush, the guys have made a beautiful teak wood floor mat so that you don't have to stand on the cold pan. I love all the accents in here that are black. It just really complements the tile really nicely. We've got a black shower head here. And then right here is probably the coolest feature of the shower. It's a heater. So if you've ever hung stuff up in your shower and you're trying to get it dry, we've actually put a heater in his shower. Now this won't get wet because it has a little vent on it that will cover if anybody's taking a shower, but it can be opened up and that heat can be let in when you have wet bathing suits and wet gear when you're trying to get things to dry a little faster. Here's the screen for the Servo GX. All your controls are here. You can see what your electrical has, your plumbing has, your water tanks, what the levels are. So super convenient there. Our client wanted to be able to circulate the air. We put in this fan by Sirocco, and it will just help him circulate air. The latch is out of the way and it's out of your way. Back here is the beautiful dinette. This is a 170, so it's super long and super big. This is going to make a nice big giant king size bed. Beautiful bamboo tables that we've included for workstations. They both can remotely work and they're nice and big. The cushions are made out of Krypton fabric. This is a high industrial fabric that I personally love because it doesn't stain. It actually beads the stain. So if you were to spill something on it, it will bead the stain and you'll be able to get it off pretty quickly. So I like to use it in vans because you never know when something's going to spill and you have messes. This Krypton gray fabric complements the wood so nicely, and the black accents, I just really, really love it. Let's talk about the uppers. He's got lots of room in his uppers. In here we've got 3 on this side, nice deep cabinets. You can put clothes. This one could be used for some kitchen stuff, wardrobe stuff on this side. Right here we've got our beautiful 48 volt air conditioner. I love how flush this is with this beautiful slatted ceiling. I love that they opted to just carry that ceiling down to the walls versus the shiplap. I love the shiplap, but this one, it complements everything very nicely. And so they opted to take that slat and make walls right out of it. These individuals will be sleeping north to south. So we've got reading lights and USBs for each one of them. I like that we do the little cubbies because literally these are your nightstands. And I often put my phone up here, and right up here is those little cubbies, and we have another one in the slider. I know that they have a dog, and it's great for dog leashes and keys and things like that. So another one of these cubbies. This client opted for Arctic turn windows. What I love about these is that you've got a screen coming down, keep out bugs if this is open. But I also love that there is a shade right there, and it magnetizes right there, and it's such a nice little feature. So clean and nice. I love that about these Arctic turn windows. And they're double pane acrylic, which keeps the cold out and the heat in. So this is our AquaHot control right here. This is for your in-floor heating as well as your heating throughout the vehicle. And there's your controls on it right there. And it also provides hot water on demand. And this is just a light for the shower.
Hey guys, are you a DIY van builder? That's how we started, and we love to support the DIY community. So we've created some resources that have helped in our journey, and we've made them available to you. We've got a free spreadsheet with all of the materials we use in our conversions. That's taken hundreds of hours to research and that we've tested and proven out. We have a download with the van build sequence that we use in all of our conversions. Plus, we've got other products on our website that tons of DIY builders have found helpful. Check out the links in description below for more details.
So I want to show you just how quick and easy it is to convert your dinette into a bed. So the first thing you do is you're just going to pop the Lagoon table legs off, and then these two tables make up the platform for the bed. So half of the bed platform is made up of the tables, but then we have two more pieces. We made a storage area right here. So I love this, that you just pull this little wedge out, and then these two pieces come out. So now you can see we've got the platform with the two tables and then these two extra pieces. And then all you've got to do is take the backs and just put them down here. So it's pretty much a king size bed. It's about 68 inches across and 75 inches long. And it only takes about 3 minutes to make it up and about the same to take it down. If you want to tour this van in person, we are having an open house here at our shop. When is it?
February 14th.
Saturday, February 14th from 9 a.m. to noon. You can check out this van. You can tour our shop. You can ask all your van life questions. We'll drop a link with information down in the description. We hope to see you there. So in the benches, we built all of our mechanicals. So on this side is our plumbing. So back here in the back, we have our aqua hot, our water pump, all the valves, all that kind of stuff. And then right here, you can see our water tank, all of our aqua hot, all of our fittings. So it's a bit more of a challenge to build it into a bench because you don't have nearly as much room as you do when you do a fixed bed that's taller. But we're able to fit all this here. This van, as we mentioned, we have 3 tanks underneath the van. We have 2 gray tanks, one for the sink and one for the shower. But then we also have 2 fresh tanks. So we have our over the wheel well tank on this side, which is 36 gallons. And then we also have a tank underneath in the tire carrier basket. I don't remember exactly how big that is, but I think it's at least 36 gallons. So we have 2 freshwater tanks. And then we have a 3-way ball valve right here. So we can fill the main freshwater tank, and then we can just turn this and we can fill the tank underneath, all from the same inlet. And then we also have a 3-way valve to control which one they're pulling from. So normally it'll pull the water out of this interior freshwater tank. But when they want to use the underneath tank, there's just a button down here and an electric ball valve opens up, and then it'll pull the water from the tank underneath the van. So when he's fly fishing in the backcountry and needs to be able to stay out for several days, he's going to have tons of fresh water. Now, speaking of the hydronic system, as Lisa mentioned, it provides hot water on demand. It also provides the interior heat for the van through heat exchangers, but then we've also done in-floor heating in this van. So we've got coils going through the floor that heat up and keep it nice and toasty warm no matter how cold it gets. We've found that for most of our customers, especially in colder climates, the in-floor heating is one of their favorite things. And then on this side is our electrical. So we've got 3 of these massive batteries. These are Epic, 48 volt, 100 amp hours each. So what that means is this van has about 15,000 watt hours of battery power. This is the largest battery bank we've ever done. Again, he wants to be able to stay out for many days boondocking and not run into any issues with his power. So we've got a lot of battery power. This is a 48 volt system. So we've got our 48 volt Victron inverter charger right here. And then we've got the full Victron system here with the Serbo GX. These Orions right here are converters converting the 48 volts down to 12 volts to run all the interior stuff. We've got a solar charge controller. And then we also, as I mentioned earlier, we have a secondary alternator in this van. It's an Arco alternator using the Zeus regulator. The Arco Zeus, they make both of these components. They work together. They work awesome. So it's a 48 volt alternator. And this will generate, depending on his speed, anywhere from about 3,000 to 6,000 watts of power, meaning that he can completely charge these batteries in just a few hours of driving. So like I said, we've got a lot of exterior gear on this van. We've got a CA-tuned bumper with a worn winch. We've got the Baja Design LP6 lights. I love this look. We've got an ARB compressor here under the hood. This is the version that has the Bluetooth app on your phone. So you can just set, I want to air down, and just set the PSI and it'll automatically air down. We've got a chuck right here for the front wheels and one in the back for the rear ones, so you can air up and down just with your phone. We've got a Baja Designs light bar going across the front, and then we've got Baja Design S2 sport lights all the way around for extra security. All of the lighting and compressor are controlled by a Baja Design S-Pod. So everything is at your fingertips to be able to control all your lighting. So on the back, we've got the Owl tire carrier with ladder, and then we've got the Owl B2 Pro carrier over here with the Owl Monster box. So a nice setup on the back of the van. So up top, you can see the Baja Design S2 sport lights, 2 in the rear, 2 on each side, and then the light bar across the front. And then we've also got a Starlink Mini up on the roof and 420 watts of solar. So like Lisa mentioned, this van has a pop top. This is the Cloud Cap by Super Pacific. We love this. It's got plenty of room to sleep his 2 grandkids. You could sleep 2 adults very easily as well. All you got to do to open it is there's a latch right here, and then we just push up. Got a self-inflating mattress. We put a light up here, and we've even got a Max Air fan.
So now we come up with our very favorite part of the van build. So what's yours, Jeff?
Oh man, that's hard. This van has got so many cool features that I love. I was just telling Lisa though, I love a dinette. We did our first van with a dinette. It was a 144. And in my opinion, in a 144, it's just a little bit too cramped to do a dinette. But in a 170, dinette is it. I love being able to sit back here, relax, work. You can put a TV right here in this area. It's just a great hangout spot.
Yeah.
And you can seat like 8 people probably, you know,
Right.
6 or 8 people in this area if you want to play games or, you know, just hang out.
Yeah, it's a big open space versus in the 144, it feels a little tight.
Yep.
I think my favorite part though is that cute little pop top tent for the grandkids. I just love it. It came out so nice, and I just think that kids would love to hang out up there.
Yesterday, some of our grandkids came into the shop and they climbed up there and they thought it was pretty awesome.
I bet they did.
Yep. So if you want to see more videos about van building, van tips and tricks, van life, then please consider subscribing to our channel and be sure to smash that like button. And we'll see you in the next video. Jeff?
Lisa?
With Thrive Vans, thrive on.
Bye-bye.
See ya.